It's bad, it really is. Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful Saturday morning, a little cool and crisp. The weather feels fantastic, workable, doable. All right, so we're not going to be working on the beast today, as I have parts that I have to order. What we're going to do today is work on my old Dodge. Now, the frame's in bad shape, and I'm not going to go into a full-on repair, but we're going to try to make it better than it is and safer than it is. Now, the cab is rotted, the frame is rotted, but it's got the 6 BT Cummins in it, and it runs pretty good. It's bone stock, 6-speed manual transmission, 4-wheel drive, Dodge Ram 3500, and I've had it for a number of years. But first, and I'm gonna see if I can have me a little bit of fun, effort of shenanigans is gonna be brought to you by, nonetheless, the infamous, non-infamous, Just Well and Fab Jeep CJ7. Nonetheless, let's fire this thing up. Gotta love that sound. Alright, let's go do stuff. Alright, so that's it for the shenanigans. I'm not worried about the truck, it's going to the scrapyard anyway. But we've got to get back on that Dodge, so let's get going at it. Alright, let me try to show you what's actually going on with some of this frame. Now, mind you, I do have a whole nother frame and other stuff, but if you fix this properly, but I just need it to function for now because I'm not ready to start this project, but I do need the truck. So here's what we got. This thing is via Bluetooth, which is just kind of a skid plate protector for the transfer case. It's really important, but you know, it is what it is. Anyway, see through here, this has all gotten really bad. Goes around to the inside. This is where the transmission cross member is, and it's holding an absolute ton of weight. I've had that transmission out of here before. It is crazy heavy. Back through here, this is the section where you have a front section of frame and a rear section of frame slid together. That's manufacturer, right? So what's happened is it's just literally rotting from within, in between. So that's what you're seeing here. A lot of this through here. The nice thing is, see, this is the side. Oh, well, not nice, but as you can see, this is pretty substantial, and it happens to be in proximity to the fuel tank, which isn't good. So I definitely have to do something here because this is a splitting point. The nice thing is along the inside here, at least visually, the damage looks pretty minimal. I don't know if you can see that. Let me get some light on it. So if you look through here, the damage is pretty minimal. Most of it's just really bad right here above my face On the other side, let me get to the other side. One more thing. So this cab is like totally shot. I've got sheet metal all fabricated in there, textured, self-tapped. All this is rotted. I've already tried to fix this at one point, trying to make it last. Looks like the cab's missing a bolt. All this up through here is in terrible shape. Rocker's completely gone. That front cab mount's barely hanging in there. Get a better view of this part of the frame. It's bad, it really is. All right, let me show you the other side. As you can see, inner outer rocker panels gone. You can actually see the bottom of the door right there. The rest of it's in pretty bad shape. Not fully through, well, mostly through. Well, not through, but you can see some of it. All right, now the frame. Oh. All right, so you can see this here. It's starting to get bad, and you can tell because of the way it is. And this probably isn't too far behind, but the outside's in okay shape. It's hanging in here for the moment, but the bad spot, I think you can see that, is right here, and you can see the inner frame, the outer frame, where they slid together. So I have to fix all that, but that's really the extent on the passenger side here. That's about as far as it goes. So we've got our work cut out for us. Definitely have our work cut out for us. All right, we're getting ready to get down in there and just get at it and get filthy, because that's exactly what this job's going to entail. So we've got two, let's see, we got two primary tools of what we're going to need. We've got this handy dandy air driven needle descaler. This really works for your thicker, flakier rust, and it's also going to let you know where your thin areas are. Next to that, we got this really aggressive spun wire wheel. I like this. These are more aggressive when they're twisted like this versus the kind that just have all the hairs like hanging off of it. Both still have a tendency of coming off and stabbing you in the eye, so make sure you're wearing your safety spectacles. Can't do the job and have the fun if you can't see, so be smart about it as much as you can. I mean, you can go back and look at my other videos and see I wasn't very smart about it, but we got to try when we can. Anyway, I'm gonna get things set up. I don't know what you're going to be able to see, but we got to get something done here. just to give you some size perspective. That's the outside. I'll show you the inside. Look at that. Shoo, man. Ain't much holding. Pretty thin all the way up through here. A little bit better back through here. Not a lot, but a little better. So, not sure how we're going to approach it. Maybe a piece of angle across the inside, Ellen out, and then it'll have a lip on the outside because the angle's too wide. I can either rip it down or leave it. At this point, I'm not trying to salvage the frame for long term. I'm just trying to get it done to get me by. So I may leave the lip. I'll cut the piece, see how it fits. I'd like to do both sides the same, but just because it's symmetrical, but the damage isn't symmetrical. To thicken that up, and I think between the two, they're gonna add a bunch of strength back in where it needs it. But anyway, let me sweep some of this garbage out, and we're going to repeat the process from passenger side to driver's side, and I'll show you guys how bad it is. It was bad. It's better, but it was bad. So we've got the frame pretty well cleaned up. This is still the passenger side. You can see the large hole, kind of a thin area there. On the inside, you can see the severity of it here. You can see the severity of it here. Goes all the way forward. Let me spin you around here. See another hole here, but it looks like all the way back up in here, which is the main cross member. It's in pretty good shape on the passenger side. Let me show you the driver now. All right, driver side, much worse. All right, so see it's all pretty well deleted itself all the way back through here. Not good. This has been detached, but it's lost weight. It's bad through here, and you can see here. And this is a critical spot. This is right where the frame goes from box to open, and that's not good. That's a cracking spot. You got some pretty nasty pits here we'll have to do something with. We got a little bit here we're gonna have to do something with. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Oh, go to the inside, and fortunately it's not as bad through here. We got some small pitting. Obviously this is bad, as I just pointed out a second ago. And let's see, is it this side? Yeah, we'll see how bad it is up in here. This is the main transmission cross member. Hopefully, at least, it's sound and solid enough that we can just put that back in there after we make our repair. Oh, and then that there. But, you know, you can't get greedy here. Oh, and that spot right there. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's A-okay. And hope for the best. Anyway, enough jaw jacking. Let's get something done besides cleaning. Although more crap's gonna fall out. But anyway, let's get at it. There it is. It's not fully locked in. I still got to make some access holes like these here, but in the frame for the cross member. Boom, boom. There's a drain hole somewhere right in here that I have to account for. Make a relief cut here so I can hammer and fold that up. And basically the same thing there. I'll have to cut a pie, and then right there make a relief cut, and then I got to trim that corner off, and that'll be it. And then we just got to fit it and weld it. So anyway, some more prep work to do, and then there'll be a patch on the inside of the frame, and then this should be it. So let's get this angle back out and make the hole cut.
Hi. I was waving at your camera. I don't know if they can see me.
It's my oldest daughter. Everybody say hi to her. All right, let's get the angle out and do things. All right, we got the first piece made, minus a couple relief cuts I got to make to bend the ends up. Hopefully my little pie cut here is enough to get this to make contact where it should on the frame. There'll still be a gap in there, but it is what it is. This should be for the blah 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 blah, whatever they call them, cross member mount holes. They're oversized, so I'll probably just seal weld the outer edges. This is for like a plug weld for in the side of the frame. Same here, and that just allows me to weld it to the frame in other locations, so we're not relying entirely on the perimeter weld. We will have some overlap on the inside, but it's not too bad. There's some spots on the inside of the frame that's going to get some extra plate, so it may just tie right into this piece of angle. We'll see when we get to that point, but I want to get this piece crammed up in there, and then maybe get it tacked into place, and then I'm gonna have to start packing tools up because I'm losing daylight and I've got footage to upload. So that is, let me get things set up. We'll get this thing in here. All right, that's where it's gonna go. We got, yeah, I think it's gonna work out. There was a bad spot in the frame right here, but it looks like it's gonna end up right at the edge of that hole rather than in the middle of it. So I'll be able to just kind of weld that in. We got the back all bottomed out, pushed up as far as it's gonna go. Get some tacks on it. I gotta get a ground on it. Ha ha ha. Think that'll hold? For now, we're gonna find out. No, wait, I gotta tack the inside. Anyway, I'm gonna get the inside tack, start rolling everything up, call it a night. Thanks for watching. All right, we are back. A new day, trying to get some stuff done. Still working on the Dodge. Let me show you what I've got accomplished so far, and I'll show you a little bit of what we're going to do on the passenger side, because this side is tacked up. We still got lots of welding to do, but let me show you what's going on. So we got this piece in here, all fit up. It's pushed up where it needs to be so I can weld it. Yeah, I think you've seen this, but it was after dark. Got this all tacked into place. Somebody did a terrible job lining those holes up, so I'll have to water that out, do something about filling that in so it's not a weak spot. There's all good. That's all pushed up through there. And on the inside, I think you guys can see that. Got that piece of flat plate all fit up through there. Made a little notch out right in there. I think that's where it's at. Yeah. Yeah, we're plugging right along. There'll be lots and lots of welding to do, but that's part of it, and that's what we do. Just weld and fab. Anyway, let me show you this other piece. This one's all prepped. This here is going to get cleaned up. Stinking allergies. This will get pushed up. Sorry. This part's going to get folded up just because that's where the frame curls up. cleanup there. I might clean that up. I don't really care. Might clean that up. Don't really care. But definitely gonna clean that up because that's where the angle's got to go over. I think I wire wheeled the inside of this. If not, I'll do it. But let me do some cleanup. Alright, we got more holes to cut and clean up. So let me get those holes cut, cleaned up. We'll get it refit and we can work on getting it tacked into place. So, seems to fit up about as good as expected. All right, we got the main frame support tacked in place. I'm gonna show that to you. Then I'm gonna go underneath because I gotta look at the inside and see what length of plate that I need to finish the tie-in of this plate, this piece of angle. Actually, I need to add some more stitches in there while I'm under there. But I can get a dimension, add those stitches, then we're ready to make the next piece. Quick update. Welding has been, let's just say, a challenge. I mean, we've got 10-15 mile an hour winds. I've been fighting that. Got cardboard. Anyway, it's not pretty, but it's in, and I believe it to be sound. All right, you can tell it's not perfect. It's crusty, crunchy, horrible, but it's all back in, minus the skid plate that's supposed to go here, but we'll do that eventually, maybe. Inside's all done. Inside the frame, all welded up and stuff. Ended up thinking I was gonna have to modify the cross member. It was just that tight to get it in there. It sucked, basically. But it's in. And I ended up adding some weld seams that didn't need to be there. But hey, you live, you learn. I mean, I've had this thing in and out a couple of times, but I don't remember having that much trouble. Probably did, I just don't recall it exactly. Anyway, what we are gonna do, oh, here's the other side. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. All in and welded. Go to the other side. But I was going to take it on a trip down to Leatherwood for my last trip, which you guys haven't seen the video on just yet. But decided not to at the last minute, which was a good move because I still had tread coming off of a front tire. So that was going to be a problem. Now, there's the frame. Not perfect, not pretty, but functional and in there. I showed you this side. But I ended up having an issue with my truck, the old blue Chevy out there, and I had to go rescue it off the road the other day. So I took old crusty Dodge here, the old crusty pig, and realized that yes, it still goes down the road, still runs good, still pulls itself, but I have brake lines that have issues. I had brakes sticking like no tomorrow. It was bad. So we're going to go ahead and address the frame repair with some paint, or what I do have left over is a couple cans and a partial quart of rubberized coating necessarily, but this Rust-Oleum stuff, it's worked pretty good on a couple different projects. Not a sponsor, but I like it so far. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna slop this stuff on there, call it good. Stuff in there. And yeah, you're supposed to clean the grease, but we're not putting that kind of effort into it. We just need some protection. Talk about lipstick on a pig. Definitely some lipstick on this thing. The crusty stuff's less noticeable. Next step, we gotta start brakes, because they don't stop. It needs to stop. She's too big and thick not to stop. So anyway, let me show you what we got done. Alright guys, that is it for this video. Frame repair, check. Good enough for now, until we can actually do a complete swap into a whole nother frame. This should get us by for a while. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and be sure to like, follow, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys another time. Appreciate you. See you next time.